Morning guys, James from Karate and Kettlebells again. Another video this morning about different types of exercise. So you've got your goals in place, your nutrition is sorted. Now what? There's a bunch of different exercises and people often sort of don't know where to turn. The tried and true method is to go out on the road, run for kilometres every day. Whilst that has cardiovascular benefits, you can often run into a problem where you'll start to reap the benefits of some weight loss, and then after a few weeks, what can happen if you haven't got any resistance training in your regime, your body will actually start to break down the muscle tissue that it's not using. So whilst the short-term benefits of weight loss will be great, you'll actually start to break down key components you need for your body. Here we go. Okay, so firstly we will talk about cardiovascular exercise. That is exercise that utilises your heart and your lungs. So an example there I just gave was running, jogging, out on the road, any sort of road work. Skipping is a good one. Then once again, any of these cardiovascular activities can then be broken down into further subsections. So we may have long slow distance cardio, which is known as LSD, appropriately enough. That is where you might run for 40 or 50 minutes at a set pace, or whatever the activity may be, rowing, cycling, skipping, for example. Then there is interval training. That is where perhaps you will sprint for a certain period of time, then you've got allocated rest periods as well. High intensity training, that is where you will keep your heart rate in a specific range. Normally they are very short, sharp, intense exercise bouts. They might last generally less than 20 minutes. Boxing, kickboxing, any sort of pad work, they are great forms of cardiovascular exercise. Even hiking, if you're walking around all day with weight and your weight bearing, that can certainly burn some calories and get the heart rate up over a consistent period of time. Next one I want to talk about is resistance training. So this is the typical weightlifting exercises you'll find in the gym, using dumbbells, barbells, kettlebells also fall into this category. We can use pin-loaded machines, even though I'd recommend against it, only if you're injured perhaps or coming back from rehabilitation. The other one, which is generally overlooked, is body weight resistance training. It's amazing how many people overlook this, and I think it comes down to the simplicity of it. Generally, body weight training taps into the endurance type of training. That is, you're doing a high amount of repetitions as opposed to your one repetition max, whereas you're doing a one massive lift that is your maximum weight. So breaking down the resistance training into the subsections. So you've got hypertrophy training, that is your training to get larger muscles. You could be purely training for strength, that is you want to move more numbers. Explosiveness, you've got power training, plyometric, which is the same, and then as I mentioned, endurance, so consistently doing the one exercise for a long period of time. An example of that is 100 push-ups in one set, for example, things like that. So in a future video I will break down even further into these topics and give some examples of different types of training sessions that you can utilise along, put into your routine and see how you go. Thanks for watching. Any comments, please comment below. Thanks guys.